What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have another install video. Today we're going to be installing the 271 Honda Performance front mount intercooler with the charge pipes. I recently got this probably about, I want to say a week ago or a week or two ago. I ordered it in the end of August, I believe. Yeah, the end of August. So it's been sitting at my house for about a week, but I finally have enough time to install it for you guys and record a video. So let's get to it. Alright, so here's the intercooler, and then in this box we have all the pipes that we need. So the first thing that we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to jack up the car, put it on jack stands, and remove the front bumper. I am not gonna go into detail on how to remove the front bumper because I've done it plenty of times and there are plenty of videos out there that explain how to remove it. I'm just not gonna bore you with that because now this video is gonna go on forever. So if you wanna see a video on how to remove the front bumper, just look it up on YouTube and you can easily find it. There's plenty of people that have done it already before, so I'm gonna do that and then we'll get back to it. Alright, so I just got the bumper off, as you can see. That was a pain in the ass, just the tedious like push clips and stuff that will get stuck because of dirt. But I finally got it off after like almost an hour or 45 minutes because goddamn. Alright, so this is just in case you don't have this you don't have the PRL Cobra cold air intake. You're gonna have to remove the air box, so yeah, just a heads up. But I have the PRL, so I have easy access towards my pipes that I have to reach, so I'm going to skip that step. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to remove 4 10mm bolts on the hot side. So it's gonna be this one, number 3, and number 4. Alright, so once you remove this section of the hot pipe, you're going to move on to the next section. So what you're going to want to do is loosen this band clamp that's right over here. And then, let me see if it'll get it. That bolt that's all the way down there, yep, right there. You're going to want to loosen that just to get the whole entire hot pipe off. Alright, so once you remove the hot pipe, you're going to remove the hot pipe mounting bracket, which is literally that little tiny bracket that was holding the hot pipe onto the car that you just removed the 10mm bolt. You're going to remove the bracket there as well. Alright, so we just finished the hot side, so now we're going to move on to the cold side. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to remove this hose and anything that is on the bracket on the cold pipe to start the process of removing this. So we're gonna have to unclip this and undo this and loosen this to pop off the clip that holds this onto the bracket, and then also undo this pipe, or this hose, sorry. Alright, so once you remove everything, I know I still have to remove this hose, but you're gonna have to loosen this 10mm bolt and this 10mm bolt to start getting this pipe out. And then also there is clamps that go all the way down that you're gonna want to loosen. And also you're gonna want to loosen this 10mm bolt, that 10mm bolt, and possibly this bracket. So we'll just go along with the flow, and then I'll keep you guys updated. Alright, so I got this section of the cold pipe out. So what I had to do is loosen this one, and obviously the one in the bottom like I told you, and then the two bolts over here. And then I finally got the hose out of this nipple. This hose is a pain in the ass to get out of this nipple, so just be very delicate and take your time with it, because if not, you're gonna lose it. So I believe the next thing that we're gonna go is work towards the bottom and removing the actual intercooler off of this L section right here of the cold side. Alright, next one is going to be the throttle body hose, which is right here. Now there is a clamp that you're going to want to loosen that is literally right there. And then you're going to want to pull this out. This might be a pain in the butt, but it is what it is. We got to get through it. Alright, so I just removed the throttle body hose. So now we're going to be working on the intercooler itself. So there's a push clip right there, and then there's one right there on this side. To start removing this plastic piece, you're going to want, and there's also a push clip right on the top here, and then right on this side, because you're going to want to remove this top piece because you're no longer going to be using this. And then to remove the intercooler itself, you're going to want to remove, there's a 10mm bolt right behind here that's on this bracket that holds it in place. And then there's one right here that holds this side in place that you're going to want to remove. So we're going to do all that in a time lapse, and then we'll continue. Alright, so I removed, I loosened the bolt for the L bracket here and the L bracket there. I took out the 4 push clips to get this top piece out. There are also 2 push clips on the top, so right here and right here, that you need to remove to fully remove this off. Alright, so I'm going to throw you guys a little bit things that are different between your car and my car. Your car will not have these wires on by your intercooler. The only reason I have those is because these are my LED grill lights, so I'm gonna have to figure out a way to mount these probably on the crash bar under it, so it could light up the new intercooler, because this used to be on the top plastic piece, which I've had to remove for this install. So I'm gonna figure that out, and then yeah. Alright, so the next thing that the intercooler calls for is this side piece. You're gonna have to trim it down and across to make this 2 pieces. And also here, you're gonna wanna cut it straight along here. Alright, so I apologize for the noise because my neighbor's cutting his grass. But just look at the difference between the intercoolers, man. Look how big this is. It's like about half the size of my hand. Here, just so you guys a top to bottom comparison. The 271 is definitely way bigger, so it will allow for more cooling or more cool air. Super excited to install this. Now let's open this box and start putting things back together. Alright, so I just fully unboxed all the piping for the intercoolers. So as you can see, this is the cold side. So what I'm gonna have to do is remove a few of these sensors and replace it onto here. This bracket is attached to this pipe. So what they did is they made their own bracket with their logo, which looks really good. So these bolts are gonna end up going over here. This seal will be going on top of the intercooler right on along the edge. And then we took these rubber mounts from the old intercooler, and they are going to go right on the bottom right there, and the same thing on the other side to mount it. So I'm gonna do all this little nonsense, and then we're gonna get back into putting it on the car. So the intercooler is on. So what we did is, and we mounted the intercooler on. These were the rubber mounts, like there's a seating position right here for them. So you're gonna sit them flush. So put the intercooler at an angle and push it up. And then while you're holding it, you're gonna wanna install back the L brackets so it can hold the intercooler center and in place. All right, so now we're gonna be working on the piping, like I said. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start on the cold side. So we're gonna start with this pipe right here. This one will directly go into the intercooler. So you're gonna guide it down and then get it onto the intercooler and just test, mock it up, like just secure it. You're not gonna use the flanges just yet. So I'm gonna do that, and then after that one, we're gonna install the throttle body one, which will be this one. I know there's a whole bunch of pipes and stuff that you're probably like, which one's which, but 271 actually marks their piping in very specific areas, so you'll know which one's which. All right, so I pretty much have the whole cold side mocked up. Now, you remember the 2 bolts that I told you that you needed the original ones? Well, they actually supply some for you. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna put those 2 bolts there and adjust it. Make sure that the cold side is not touching this pipe right here or in this hose, because if not, you will be getting some noise when you're driving and other damages can happen. So just be mindful of that. So I'm gonna put on those bolts and then mock everything up and then tighten it down. So I just finished the cold side. That was a lot more difficult than I thought it would be. Just a heads up, guys, just always make sure that you're using the right size flanges, because that's what held me up for so long, and I got so stressed out, and then I realized I was using the wrong ones. So just be mindful of that. So next thing we're going to be working on is the hot side, so hopefully it won't be as difficult as the cold side. So first thing you're going to do is mock up these two pipes together, then you're going to feed it from the bottom all the way to the turbo inlet. Alright guys, so I just finished installing the hot side. Basically, I test fitted the pipe all the way to the inlet. Then what you're going to want to do is take it back out, put the flange that goes right there on it, tighten it down, and then re-put it back up. Then put this flange, tighten it down. Obviously make sure everything's connected first before you start tightening everything down, and then yeah, tighten everything down, and then you're done. Now it's time to put the bumper back on, and yeah. Alright guys, we just got done. There's the intercooler. Now, things that I've learned. I highly recommend that you guys have a buddy help you out with this, because this is very time consuming. I probably would have been done way quicker if I had someone else help me, but me and my hard-headed self decided to try to tackle it on by myself. Don't recommend it at all. As you can see, it is basically nighttime. I started at about 11:30 this morning, and right now it is 7:30 at night. So like I said, I recommend you bring a friend to help you do this, because it is not for one person. But yeah guys, be sure to like this video, be sure to subscribe. I know I didn't like go super in detail with the install, but I'll have a link in the description showing you a guide with every single little detail that I probably missed, and you follow that guide and you 100% get it on, hands down. So yeah, be sure to subscribe. See you guys later. Peace out.